Hello. I'm having, was it, chicken and vegetable dino nuggets. Yummy. These are so good. They're just cute. I like it. Oh, just sliding so. Yeah. And then, got some Chick-fil-A sauce. How about that for a change, hey? Yeah, what about it? How's everyone's week so far? It is Friday. Oh, didn't know that was happening. Didn't know what the heck. Wow. There was a gnat or some ick. That was weird. Weird. I was like crawling over. I thought I saw something. I wasn't sure. Interesting. Okay, so anyway. My week is pretty good. Same old, different day. What does it say? What do they say? Same shit, different day. Basically, that is a true thing. Gee whiz. This building I live in, some days the sprinkler system pipes or whatever, because they're sticking out of the wall, some days are really squeaky and some days they're not. But the day I'm recording, they're super squeaky. So I hear any weird noises, that's what that is. It's a super old building. I think it was built in 96. Or no, 1976 or something like that. So yeah. So being being lactose intolerant is challenging sometimes. It's really tough for me to eat at regular restaurants. And I gotta let the person, like the host or whatever, whoever like serves you and gets your food or whatever, I gotta let them know that I'm severely lactose intolerant and nothing can be cross-contaminated. And sometimes the manager has to come out and verify that. Where was I one time? I think I was at the Mall of America. I live in Minnesota. And I think it was the steak or something. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was on the 3rd floor, 4th floor or something. I went to go eat steak and I had to make sure and do everything. I was like, I'm severely lactose intolerant. No, nothing cross-contaminated with dairy. Okay, and then they got everything with that. I'll let the manager know. I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was that bad. Okay. So, yeah, sometimes that happens. Just so that, nothing goes wrong. I'm gonna take a vitamin D3. When I first I didn't take it. I didn't know what was wrong one time. My leg was hurting to the point I was limping. Yeah. And I thought, oh my god, I need a wheelchair and I'm breaking down. So I called and got a doctor's appointment, and a couple days later, went in, explained my situation, and she was kind of concerned a little bit. I said, I don't know what's wrong. So my leg hurts so bad, I'm limping. So she ordered some blood work for my vitamin D levels. I'm like, okay. So got that. The other nurse came in and showed me where the blood pulmonary whatever was at. I'm like, okay, yeah. Went there. Wait for a couple minutes. They called my name. Went back. Drew out my blood. Out there in like maybe a minute or two. Done. Boom. Alright. 1, 2, 3 done. Alright, that's good. Cool. And I have a my chart. So within the half hour, results are already in. I was like, dang, that was quick. Logged in, checked it, low. I'm like, it was pretty low. So then the next day, she called from the office and she said, I'm gonna put you on vitamin D, 50,000 units for 1 week, which means I took once a day for 1 week. She goes, my dear, your bone density is so low. So if you were to fall wrong, you would have broke something, honey. I'm like, oh my god. She goes, yeah. So she ordered that. It was pretty high units. It was 50,000 units. So she put me on. She put me on that for 1 week. So I took one once a day for 1 week, and then that week, and then I went back, and she ordered another blood test just to see where the levels were at. They were up in the normal range, and then she suggested vitamin D3, 2,000 units once a day. And this is what I take, and I get this from Walmart. And she wasn't kidding when she said take it once a day and don't stop. I was like, well, sometimes doctors are just kind of saying that just so you would be on it. Okay. I don't think she was for real. I was like, well, maybe she's just saying that. No, she wasn't saying that. I really needed it. So I didn't take vitamin. So all of a sudden I just stopped taking it. I was like, maybe I don't need it. Maybe she's just saying that. A month and a half later, my legs started hurting the same as it did the first time. And I said, this is the same pain I had before I knew I had need for vitamin D. It started aching and hurting, same leg too. My right leg, I was limping a little bit. I'm like, ow, my bone, ow. I'm like, oh, that vitamin D, oh crap. So it was like maybe a month and a half, almost 2 months before I noticed my bones started hurting. I started limping again. I was like, oh god. Oh damn, she wasn't kidding. So I took it, and then it caught up to me, and then it quit hurting. I was like, yeah, she's not kidding about that, damn. So yeah, Always listen to your doctor's instructions. Don't don't think they're just saying that. Just because they say don't stop taking it doesn't mean you have to listen. But I don't get the normal vitamin D like out of regular milk and stuff, because that's where I lack it really bad, like severely. And just recently, let's see, tomorrow will be a week from now. Last Sunday, TMI, but I started my period last week, and I was managing the cramps and shit. The 12th through the 18th, and that's the time I did not take my vitamin D. I took it maybe once or twice throughout the week just so I'd keep up with it a little bit. Pew. Hold on a second, I gotta pause this. A fucking rotten egg smell, hold on. Okay, so anyway, I don't even know where I ended. But anyway, I don't even know where I ended. Something to do with vitamin D. Yeah, if you don't take it when you're supposed to, if you are like low on vitamin D and someone tells you to take it. Don't overthink that they're just saying that. But yeah. Yeah. Who likes Chick-fil-A? Oh, their sauce is killer. It expires right on my birthday, October 4th. And this year I'll be 39, you guys. Holy crap. Oh. I'm almost pushing 2 decades. Well, I see 20. That's 2 decades. 40 is 4 decades. Holy shit. No. A lot of people say you don't look 40, but I am. Almost. I'll be 39 this year. You look so healthy, you look so young. I miss my 20s, that's for damn sure. Yeah. I wish I can go back in time. For real. I wish I can go back in time, that'd be awesome. Or rewind my life all the way up until I'm like 22. Yeah! So, yep. I don't like doctors either. Sometimes they mislead you. Oh yeah, it's this. No, yeah, it could be that. Just like my one doctor. I had to switch doctors because the other one was misleading information. Didn't know what the hell was what. I had this thing on my foot, and it was kind of like bruised or something. And I was like, what is this? It was on my foot, and then it was on the side of my foot, and then up on my on top. And it looked all bruised and looked awful. And she goes, "Oh, it's just your foot rubbing against your shoe." And I thought, I've had this for quite some years, so I hardly doubt that's what that is. And I'm like, it would have went away, because that's, what is that called? Pressure sensitivity, and that would have went away as soon as I took off my shoes. So I knew she was not really staying, because some doctors are just brush it off as they see it, because they don't want to figure it out or help you out with it. She was kind of like that. And I'm like, damn. Okay. So about roughly, give or take 2 or 3 months, it started itching. And I thought, why is it so itchy? Maybe it's healing. So I brushed it off as nothing for a couple days. I was in bed and the thing was itchy. I'm like, what the heck? And I thought, So I started diagnosing myself over the internet. And you're not supposed to do that, but I thought, and I said, I almost think this is eczema. But then I looked up eczema symptoms, and what detergent and body wash I had was scented. I had that scented what is that detergent. It was that Tide I was using. That is really high potent, not potent, but it's high smells and shit. And before I knew all that, I was like, okay. So I diagnosed myself over the internet, and I was like, eczema. Something's coming across me with eczema. Why? So I was like, what is eczema symptoms? And it listed eczema is like a super sensitive to laundry detergent, body wash, fragrances, or something like that. I'm like, okay. I was like, I do have detergent, and then I asked after I found out, because I'll check, and I'm like, okay, that's number one. Here's my shit was itchy. Oh, excuse me. And then the second question was, how do you get rid of it? It's not curable, but you can prevent things from it flaring up. And goddamn, if I was fucking right, I did it. So what I did was changed out my detergent to that sensitive, what is that called? It was that, where did I put it? I think it's in my room. No smell or no sensitive or something like that. So I bought that, and then I got the what is that? I can't even think. But the laundry stuff that's non-sensitive or no scent or something. So I changed up my detergent. I changed up my body wash, and within about, give or take 2, 3, maybe 4 months, that bruise like part, it went away. It went away. Because at first I was babying it with lotion. It was getting itchy and irritated. Taking a shower is what triggered it too. I would pour water on it, or I'd be taking a shower and it'd trigger it. It'd be itchy, like kind of like a mosquito bite after you get bitten, and like maybe an hour or two later you're scratching the shit out of it and it gets all swollen. Well, it wasn't getting like that, but it was itchy and irritated, and I was like, why am I scratching at this so bad? And I started diagnosing myself and off the internet. It's eczema I have on my foot. Nice. So that's how I figured that out. And the red, or the little, like, it looked bruised. And it looked awful, and it started getting all itchy, and then I diagnosed myself over the internet and figuring it out, and here it's eczema. So, changed out my laundry detergent, my body wash, all scented nonsense stuff. 2, 3, maybe 4 months later, boom, that shit went away. Nothing, it healed and went away. I'm like, awesome. And then I told my boyfriend Kurt, I said, I figured it out. I can't believe it. I said the doctor that I had, and luckily I switched over to someone else who has the brains to help me think. I was like, I figured it out. I'm like, wow. I was like, I usually don't figure shit out. Usually it's like people say, don't diagnose yourself over the internet because it'll make it sound worse than it really is, which is true. But if you have questions about something and you know it's triggering, and then it just like rings a bell and it starts clicking, like all the check marks are right there, it's like, that's what that is. Okay, that's why it's itchy. Okay. So then you kind of go based off what you see and you try it, and if it works, that's what it is. And that's what I did. I was like, I have eczema on my foot. That's awesome. I'm like, Christ, she could have at least told me, but she was being blonde and didn't. Your foot's just rubbing against your foot is rubbing against your shoe, and I'm like, I had this for a long time, but it doesn't itch or do anything. I said, it's just there. I'm just trying to get an idea why this is there. It was there for like a good maybe about 10 or 15 years or something like that. But it was just sitting there. But just recently, it started itching. So then I diagnosed myself and figured it out. And ba-ching, I got it. Usually it's not successful like that. Not all the time. So don't take my advice and do not diagnose yourself over the internet, because you ask questions, Google, you question Google what your symptoms are, it's going to make it 2 times worse. It could be this, it could be that. Or if it's, you need to go to the ER or something stupid like that. Then you're rolling your eyes. But sometimes when you have questions about something, just kind of like lightly ask them, what is this and that? Yeah. Oh, God. So anyway. So that happened. Okay, I have eczema on my left foot. And the bruise like thing went away, so Dino Nugget. Little dinosaur. Cute. Adorable. I get these at Walmart. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Hope everyone has a good day, a good rest of the week. It's Friday, a good weekend, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time. See ya!